Yes.
Where do we leave this?
Oh, we can just.
Whew. What a long day it's been. You were entertaining without even trying. So, I mean,
Yeah, we're the best. We're the best. Hello, welcome to another episode of ChalkTalk. Today we'll be covering some updates regarding cinema stuff, film stuff, and yeah. Well, further ado, my name is Matt.
my name is Mel.
And yeah, let's start the thing. I have to ask you, Mel, without glasses.
No.
You've been going to the cinema
I
recently.
have been to the cinema in the last year, yeah.
So have you noticed back from when you were younger the comfort level that they've been applying to the cinemas?
Yeah. You get recliners now some places.
Well, what do you think of that in general?
At first, I didn't like it
Mm.
because I thought, okay, I'm going to get way too comfortable and I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want to do when I go pay
Yeah.
to watch a film that I want to watch the entire film
Fully.
is fall asleep.
Yeah.
Just get way too relaxed and fall asleep. So that was my thought before going in and having a nice recliner and just being real relaxed.
Yeah.
But now I really like it.
There is a place on this planet that's taking it to the next level in a town called Spreitenbach.
Springfield.
Town called Springfield in Spreitenbach in Switzerland.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a place in Switzerland. It's
Very
a cinema.
relaxed country.
It is in general a relaxed country from what we know. This weekend they have opened a cinema, a VIP cinema, where they have double beds.
VIP. Double beds.
Double beds. Yeah, I was waiting for you to.
I want to know how many are in like one screen.
11 per screening.
And what can and can't you do in this double bed in this?
What are your first thoughts? I mean, honestly, like. What,
Okay, I thought the recliners were too relaxed. So
Yeah.
now they're gonna put a bed like.
Yeah.
Let's go to the cinema to go to sleep. That's what it says to me. Too much.
Generally, I can't think of a movie I want to go, it's just to see, but then also be in the bed.
I do that like if I'm gonna watch a film at home,
Yeah.
I'll sometimes maybe lie on my bed, but that's
Yeah.
where you sleep, and it's just and do other things maybe.
Yeah.
It should stay that way. Like you're not gonna put a bed in a cinema. It doesn't make no.
Okay, I'm going to give you a situation. So let's say you're on a date, okay? Usually, first dates, some people do go to the cinema, right?
Stupid idea, but yeah,
It is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
I disagree with it. I wouldn't do that. But
it's true.
but people do.
It's easy.
Imagine you're with somebody and you really like them, okay? And you go to the cinema, it's a bed. Is that jumping? I'm not saying you have to take
Oh
them
Matt,
to a
now I
bed
like
cinema.
it. Shit,
I know, but then
I like the idea of the bed. I'm going to Switzerland. I know what they're trying to do.
They do. The company has said though, they're not worried about.
Rules and regulations.
So they're not worried about hygiene or inappropriate behavior. The bed sheets are changed in between films. So there is that.
Yeah, no, you'd want that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and here's an interesting thing.
That's a lot more work.
Guess how much it costs?
€50 a ticket.
£35. It's kind of close. to
£35.
Yeah, it's close to €50 actually. Yeah. But we all have that friend who works at the cinema, and just imagine him.
Oh, I'd hate
them.
it.
Imagine them like having to go and change the sheets. Yeah, I don't know. I'd do it if it was here, definitely. I'd probably fall
It's
asleep.
funny how as soon as you mentioned it, I was like, no, stupid.
Now we changed our mind. Okay, cool. Oh my god, can you imagine though, like some freaky people just going there just to jerk off? Just,
Exactly.
They
That's
can
gonna
probably get
happen.
away with it. How do you know what's happening underneath the sheets if there are sheets?
How can they can make
there
as
someone
many? They can make as many rules as they want, but who's gonna? How do they check?
I say
They're
give
gonna
it a
walk
month or
around
two.
with a torch, like, what are you doing here?
They could pay someone to do that. I mean, back in the
Yeah.
day, the cinema used to be
They've got cameras.
the cinema used to be a place where people would hook up back in the 50s.
Yeah, it's gonna change back into that. I
Yeah.
mean, it still is.
Still is. People do hook up in cinemas. But yeah, shall we move on?
Let's move on.
The Swiss, you have something there.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations. Right. Now, for a bit of independent film news.
Ah.
A24 is the studio that has produced this film.
Yes. Okay.
And
That's cool.
it's called Mid-90s.
Mid-90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jonah
So
Hill.
it's independent, but it's Jonah Hill. So go on. What could Jonah Hill pull out the bag?
I thought you were going to say, what could Jonah Hill pull out of his ass?
Something super bad.
I haven't seen this film, but I'm excited for it. I know
so what intrigued you
cool.
that Jonah Hill's making it, or
I didn't know about Jonah Hill making it. I just saw the poster, the cover.
Oh,
and I think it was just a kid. It kind of looked Stranger Thingsy. I don't know. But I kind of wanted to watch it, and I realized Jonah Hill made it later on because I'd seen an interview.
Yeah. So it stars the kid from, I think before this, he's only been in a few films.
Okay, so he's like a new actor.
He's in a Killing of a Sacred Deer by Yorgos Lanthimos.
Oh, okay.
So
Good old Yorgos.
he was in that. Yeah, I completely forgot because he's Sonny.
Sonny.
I just call him by his first name. Yeah,
Just
we're
call him
friends.
Sonny.
We're friends like that.
Sonny.
Sonny did a brilliant job.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, this film.
Oh, so you watched the movie?
I watched the movie recently.
Okay.
I watched the movie this last weekend, so it's
Very
still
cool.
fresh. And I just wanted to say I was looking forward to watching this film. Like from when I saw it, like I've admired Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
He's played a lot of different roles, and actors that kind of project themselves into these different roles, and like
I like him in This Is the End. It's so funny. This Is the End.
Yeah, no, and he's supposed to be playing himself, or a weird version of himself in that film.
Yeah.
Which is, what you hear about this guy is a really nice, humble. He seems like a nice guy, so I'm like, okay. And he's worked with people like Martin Scorsese and other great directors. So I was
Brad
like,
Pitt
okay,
too.
let's see what he can do. I really enjoyed the film.
Yeah.
I really liked it. But still, I watched it with like an open mind. Like, I'm not gonna be just Jonah Hill, well done.
Yeah.
But all in all, as a directorial debut,
Yeah.
he did a good job.
Fantastic. He's been around a lot of directors.
But yeah, and he says that in like all the time. He's had the best. What he says is, he's like been in the best film school that you could ever ask for, because it's just been firsthand, like with these brilliant directors, and just seeing how they work and learning all these different techniques of filmmaking.
It's kind of strange it coming out this year though. It's his directorial debut. It's hard not to compare it to other things. So like, for example, Bradley Cooper, he had his directorial debut.
True.
And he's also learned. He's a very hands-on sort of guy. So even when he was starting out, he would just sit in the editing room, things like that. I haven't heard much from Jonah Hill talking about his experience. But there are different levels, and like Bradley Cooper, his wasn't really indie. They used a lot of handheld film cameras, but there's still different levels. But I would, find it hard not to compare the two.
I know what you mean.
But
it didn't come to mind. This was a whole different kind of film in a way. Like,
it's not designed to be like a huge cinema.
No, it's not meant for like Academy Award winning.
Is it personal?
It's very personal. I think
Okay.
when you're watching it, it feels autobiographical.
Kind of want to know what it was like for him.
But it's not. It just feels like that because of some of the scenes. They're so detailed, like small scenes.
Yeah.
One that I noted was they're skaters, a group of friends, and like, but one of them, he's alone and he just performs a trick for the first time.
Yeah.
And he has that little celebration, that little twinkle.
I've had that.
That you kind of do to yourself. It's not like there's no crowd, there's nothing. It's just like you've just achieved something. It's very personal, and you're almost like, it feels like a real story instead of just a screenplay. And he said he spent like 4 years developing this film.
4 years.
So it's personal. It's a very personal piece.
I might watch it. I think I kind of wanted to watch it anyway, so I'll give it a go. To be fair,
I feel like you forget about the 90s. Like, people talk about the 80s all the time, the music and the clothes and the culture from that era, but the 90s is like the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s.
A lot happened in the 90s, but it's not really brought up in films.
Yeah, and they're soon. I think they're hitting 90s territory.
I feel like it's like this. So it's coming. It's coming.
Well, so I've got some. I have some.
Yes.
I have some horror movie news.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So there is a character that most people will recognize, but they won't recognize the movie, right? Do you know Child's Play, the movie series?
No.
Right. So most people do recognize the character, but not so much the series. Titles of the movies. It's Chucky.
I know Chucky.
Yeah. So Chucky.
I've seen Chucky before. I've avoided Chucky. The films. Anyway.
So what's new about this at the moment is this poster here. And in the poster, you'll see a familiar character, kind of. Toy Story 4 is coming out the same summer, this summer.
Is.
Yep. And so what they've done here in the poster is they've put Woody's arm in the poster, and they have Chucky's foot just like walking away from it. So to suggest that he's pretty much
That's
torn
both
Woody apart.
really, really horrible, disturbing, and clever.
Good marketing team, in my opinion.
Great marketing there.
What's different about Chucky? Before he was kind of, created through voodoo and magic.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, and this is a new take on it. It's a reboot. Chucky looks a little bit cooler in my opinion. I never quite liked the way he looked. He always looked kind of just like a mean doll, always obvious. So I thought
It's scary, so they did the job well. He creeped
Yeah.
me out just by seeing pictures of him.
but the new one looks creepier, I think. So people gotta check out the new one.
Modernized version of Chucky.
And also I think they've gone so they're not using magic. They have taken a new route.
Magic?
They're not using magic. Like he's
What's
not
magic?
he's not
Oh.
possessed. He's not possessed. He's not
I thought you meant the filmmakers are not using magic.
the director Lars, he actually has a puppeteer on set performing Chucky for the actors to interact with, which is pretty cool, I think. It gets pretty
Helps
good.
them, but that must also get disturbing.
It's definitely disturbing. Most of it's they don't use as much CG as people think. Apparently, we'll see when we see the movie. So Audrey Plaza is in it. She plays the mother. You've got Mark Hamill who plays
Amazing.
Chucky himself.
Amazing. He does
And
a
then-
good Joker.
Yeah, he does actually. He's pretty sick. And then also we have
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really good.
we've got Gabriel Bateman, which is the kid from Lights Out.
Lights Out.
Yeah, I think he's a kid from Lights Out. He's a kid. He's a child star, and he's slowly doing more and more horror movies, which is cool, I think.
He's got balls, man.
Yeah, he's got balls. That's what I think. They are taking a new spin because they're not using magic. What they're doing instead of magic to possess him, they're actually using, I think, animatronics, kind of like Small Soldiers did. So he's
Now,
animatronic.
Small Soldiers. If you don't know what Small Soldiers is, go and find out.
Find out what Small Soldiers is.
It
Come
was
back
one
and
of
watch
my
the rest of the video.
favorite films from my childhood, and
When did it come out? That came out.
it came out in 1998.
Okay.
So wow,
It's very cool.
film from the late 90s, and just
That's another movie that came out in the 90s. That's another 90s thing. Yeah, sick.
90s pop culture.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy them.
What's really cool about this Chucky movie is that, really, it's the cast, everything about it that I've said is pretty cool, I think. What they've done is he's controlled through an app, which is cool. It's like the Gorgonites were made this year, right? Because this is a reboot of Chucky. They've done it from this year. It's not set in the 80s, which is cool. So they have to make it appealing for kids. And kids today don't play with toys. They play with apps and iPhones.
Yeah.
So it's quite realistic to have him, work via app. So yeah.
No, that's gonna be it's realistic. In a modernized era.
If we can find anything else about this movie, I will update you guys.
No,
'cause
yeah,
I'm
I
quite
did.
excited
Yeah,
about it.
I want to watch it. It sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do with Chucky.
We haven't heard Mark Hamill even in the trailers.
So
that's what I'm looking forward to.
That's another
most.
reason that I want to go and see it. Actually, yeah.
Mark Hamill, man.
He's a great guy.
Is he in the new Star Wars?
He's gone now. He's a ghost.
But he's in it, so like,
He's just a force now. He's just energy.
any Star Wars film without Mark Hamill was shit.
So I really recommend watching Mid-90s. It was I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's a good film.
Cool, man. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out definitely. Where can we see it?
Good. You can stream it in a few places. I found it online. So
Perfect.
check it out.
It's a movie to watch, and then there you go, some fun news.
Go to Switzerland soon.
So yeah, maybe you can watch the movie in Switzerland.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Take your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife,
Take your family.
grandma.
Double bed. Family. Double
daughters,
bed. Is that
whatever.
weird?
Just have fun, man.
Alright, well thanks for watching this video, guys. That's Chalkboard for this week. And if you want to check out our previous video, it'll be on at the end of the video.
Well done.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Cool.
Bye.
See you guys. Yeah, I'll probably use that one.
Just keep drinking.
Oh, I'm hungry, man. I need to take a shit.